Okay, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people, today, just 49 minutes ago, while I'm recording this video, they released an article titled Waffentragers will return, thousands of them, and this has already fired up the community. I have already received so many messages on Discord, people asking, have you seen this, what do you think about that, these Waffenträger really coming back to the game? And at first I didn't understand what is going on, and then I looked at the video, I looked at the forum, Reddit, and yeah, community actually is quite fired up about this, thinking that the real Waffentrager is also coming back into the game besides the event. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the third year they have introduced Waffentrager's event. Yeah, I think I'm not mistaken. And let's take a look at what they have to offer. Now, first, let's take a look at this short trailer with absolute banger of a soundtrack. I think this is one of the best soundtracks for special events they have made. A little remix over here as well. And this video also releases or reveals some leaks, maybe why people are thinking that Waffentrager is actually coming back as well. More about that in a second, so let's watch it together very quickly. The soundtrack, though, it's beast. Interesting, right? What was that, right?
Soon, we'll meet.
So quite a banger indeed, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it? Now, talking about the overall article, what they said, they do not release any official information, like in the form of what the event is going to be, how it will look like. What they are instead doing right over here is throwing some hints at us, basically, you know, telling a little story. You know, previously we remember that we had the Maximilian Leonard von Krieger-Witthofen, who was the bold scientist, and now his daughter is going to take, you know, this event over. My father is of noble birth and a noble soul. What's the point in exercising restraint? Puppy showed them mercy several times. They aren't learning from experience, and now basically she's going to take it to the next level. Time to change the approach a bit. Add injury to insult. Zap these Harrier bests even harder. And scrolling down, over here, you know, simple event, Waffentrager event, what we have already had 2 years. But scrolling down, you can see something very interesting, right? They said thousands of them. How are they going to introduce Waffentrager in thousands, basically, with this event? You know, we know that we had Harriers, so you had to fight versus that single Waffentrager on the battlefield, or the golden Waffentrager as well, to get some special rewards, you know, played by the official wargaming employees or CCs. But the more we keep reading over here, let's look at this line, for example. They are probably thinking they can corner me on my home turf. Really? Sparkling. When the Harriers invade my personal space, I will send over some presents into their world. Several thousands will do. I was the one who made and fine-tuned mass-produced minion tanks. What they certainly don't expect is mass-produced Waffentragers. And when you're looking at this screen, does it remind you something that we have recently had as well? Well, let's go into the forum, because over here, one player named Godtank said, looks familiar. Yes, this is like basically the same style of warehouse where they released the 780 via the assembly shop event. And scrolling down even more, you know, looks familiar. Also check their Twitter post. You know, this is what they said in the article as well. Have you heard the Waffentragers are coming back? Actually, thousands of them. This little daddy daughter invention got way out of hand, so you better start getting ready for the carnage. And, you know, people are more and more talking about this. Same goes to the Reddit. People are also saying that in the Reddit, like about this final sentence, for example, sounds like they gave it a final nerf and will auction it like 780. But once again, I have to say this, that I have to bring people back on the ground, that everything is a speculation right now. We have not heard anything official from the wargaming. Everyone right now is simply speculating what could happen based on the hints, you know, what we saw over here. Even after all the hints, which may make sense, I'm still remaining highly skeptical. It may be ultimate bait to build hype around this event. Bait what community seems like took quite fast, including me. Yes, because, you know, I'm over here as well investigating this. It might be because of that. And also we have not seen or heard any testing about this vehicle. Maybe this is highly classified and being tested internally. You know, so many conspiracy theories behind it already, and this is why I'm, you know, looking into it a bit deeper as well, because I've already received so many freaking messages. What do you think about that? Do you know anything more about that? No, I do not know, but let's analyze this trailer a bit more. And, you know, usually in this event, you know, as I said before, there is that one Waffentrager fighting versus Harriers, you know, different Harriers. We had the Baton, we had the Badget Harrier and whatnot, but in this trailer, they are going into the normal battles, you know, without the effects, without the rain, simple normal battle right over here. We didn't have WZ-55s, we didn't have 5As fighting versus Waffentrager. And the Waffentrager who is fighting those guys in this trailer is the regular Waffentrager. So the question now is, why are they showing it in the first place? Is there going to be another special event on the top of the Waffentrager special event where we are able to play with this version of the Waffentrager, what we are looking at right now? Or is it actually coming into the game in one way or another? Or are they simply throwing us a little, I don't know, curveball? Can you say that? Are they distracting us simply to show the legacy? Just to, you know, a little history lesson about Waffentrager, what it was able to do, you know, get 5 kills in a single clip and whatnot. So still so many questions remains, but the assembly shop picture, them hinting at thousands of them, guys, what do you think about that? Honestly, what do you think about that? And I have asked that before as well, and I'm going to do that right now as well. Would you like to see Waffentrager E-100 in the game now in the current meta? Do you think it is still overpowered? Or does it fit into the current meta? Because we have had so many new tanks released after they removed it. We have had so many, like we didn't have 270, we didn't have Chieftains, we didn't have so many other tanks, right? And now we have the intuition skill as well, and Waffenträger was the easiest food for the high explosive rounds, you know. Would his tank fit into the meta now? Would it be balanced, or... it would be still very, very strong if it is unnerved. I would say like extremely strong, especially in good players' hands. But it definitely, you know, doesn't forgive you any mistakes. It didn't forgive you any mistakes before, and now it forgives you even less mistakes. So, what is your take on it? Would you actually want to see it coming back into the game? And how would you like to see this happening? Nobody knows if this is one ultimate troll teasing move by Wargaming and nothing happens with this event, you know, besides the event itself. Nothing happens with the old Waffentrager. But yeah, what do you think about that? Now, when is the event starting, you may ask? They didn't say anything about this event in the article, but if we go deeper into the monthly rundown previously, do you remember, guys, they had the Waffentrager event under September 23rd, but seems like they moved it to September 26th, but the date is still, or the text is still old. You can see that from September 23rd, but over here you can see that it starts on September 26th, according to the latest information at least, and also same was said in the WoTExpress, so this is the World of Tanks League site, that the fan mode starts from September 26th, Monday, in all regions. So, ladies and gentlemen, is this assembly shop or is this a little bait for us? What do you think about that? Let me know in the comment section down below. I catch you next time with something else. Stay beautiful, stay sexy, take care, and bye.